letting your pores smell like that. You keep letting your cat smell like that. Hey Hunty, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to get out of depression and anxiety, girl. We got to lower that stuff because we're trying to live our best life. I don't know why this little piece right here is just, do you know the Muffin Man? Okay, so anyway, I got my little notebook. So if you're wondering why I keep looking down, that's why. Don't talk about me. First things first on the list, I would definitely say swapping out music for positive podcasts. That has helped me tremendously. And y'all, at first, whenever I started doing it, I'm talking about on lunch breaks. I would do this, or any time that I was in the car, like I did Uber for a while, I would listen to that in between my orders, or on my way to work, coming back from work, dropping my kids off at school, picking them up. Anytime that I was in the car, instead of listening to music, I would listen to a positive podcast in place. And I did feel like people was looking at me all weird at the red light. And but I just got over it. I got over it. I stopped worrying about what other people thought and worry about my own mental health, because a lot of that music, if you're not mentally, sorry y'all, if you're not mentally where you need to be, that music can really affect your mind. And it'll have you just like wanting, let's say you listen to this music, you don't have no man, but you listen to all these slow jams, Sunday night slow jams and everything. All of a sudden, you suddenly gonna be so focused, subconsciously, you're gonna start focusing on that man that you don't have, and that's gonna start making you feel low and not living in your best happiness, And I'm not saying to never listen to music. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is just swapping this out for the most part until you get your mental right and where it need to be. And then even when you do, just to keep replenishing it. So coming in for number 2 on the list would be, see what you have going on and change it. You really got to do some self-reflecting every so often. And just sit down. Y'all, I thought that was somebody else, but don't mind me. The point is, you got to do some self-reflecting. If you start feeling low about yourself, grab you a notebook. Do some self-reflecting and see, what is it that you're doing? Because a lot of times I know for myself, if I'm not making no moves, I'm not making no money, and I'm not doing all that I know that I could do. Let's say the Lord and put something on my heart to do something, kind of like talking to y'all, doing this podcast with my besties and whatnot, and I don't do that. That's when I start feeling low down about myself. When I have no money coming in, I start getting anxious. My anxiety goes through the roof. Depression starts sneaking on in on me. If I'm just sitting at home and that's another thing, getting out. I don't care if you don't have money for vacations. Until you do, just taking, like, if you have kids, for example, me personally, even though when I don't have the money, I still will take my kids to go do something like Michael's stores, Lowe's stores, and Home Depot. They all have these things that's free. They are 100% free little workshops you could go to. And y'all, you just take them to that and maybe go to the park afterwards, whatever. Just get out. Get away from that house. Sometimes you just need that fresh air and a new vibe. If you like close to a beach, go to the beach. You got a boardwalk close by, go just walk. You don't have to buy nothing. You do not have to buy nothing to feel good. I'm telling y'all, this works. Just take switching up your routine. And the things that you're doing every day, or even what you're putting into your body. So that's coming in at number 3. Number 3, I would say, cut back on the red meats. I know that's a hard one, but cut back on the red meats and that dairy, especially that milk. I'm telling y'all, I kept hearing my girl Love Your Natural. She kept saying that. And I was like, Yeah, they sound good, but I'm not finna do that. I didn't eat meat for a whole year, and when I tell y'all, I felt so much better. So much better. Y'all don't even know the half. And then I ended up cutting out that milk. Now, I still drink it with my brownies that I probably shouldn't eat. But nonetheless, I feel much better. My skin has cleared up, as you can see. And all that. Getting out the house. Speaking of that, going for a walk. Just walking 30 minutes a day. I feel better. My mind has cleared up. I had this brain fog that would not go away. Immediately, it has opened up my mind. I can think more clearer. Y'all, I could actually think of other things besides the things that my mind was so focused on. You get what I'm saying? Like, and my body just feels better. The water intake. That's number 4. Increase your water intake. Everybody that say they don't like water, and you're sitting here listening to these people talking about putting these packets in the water that's giving you Alzheimer's and everything else, y'all keep drinking that if you want to. You want to sit here and talk about why your skin not clear, how you have mental fog, you're not feeling good, and all this and that, and you stink. Guess what? It's because you're not increasing your water intake, because you're sitting here complaining that you're scared of water, everything else. Don't drink the water if you don't want to. This here, get you a cute cup. This was like $8 at City Trends. Get to your nearest City Trends. Get you an $8 cup. So cute. Make the water good. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, so did you know that vitamin deficiency is actually a thing? And I think it's a test you could go take to see if you're vitamin deficient. But also, let me tell y'all this. So my mom, right? My mom, when she was feeling terrible every day. She was feeling terrible every single day, okay? And her mental health was even kind of plummeting. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching it. But she was going a little bit crazy. But, y'all, she went and got this test done for what she was allergic to, right? When she got this test done for what she was allergic to, she found out she was allergic to broccoli, of all things, something she was eating every day. So, and when she stopped doing that, things changed for her, like, overnight. You hear me? Overnight. And it's just so crazy, like, the things you would never even think, you know? So, and also not taking your vitamins. I feel like vitamins really, that's kind of bothering me. I feel like vitamins is a big thing that nobody talk about or tell people to, do for some reason. But vitamins will not only clear your skin up and have you with glowing skin like you're pregnant, but without the baby. Swapping out your curtains. Okay, y'all, I honestly don't remember what number we're on, but this is a really big one. When I start feeling down and bad, do not keep laying in that bed. Do not. Force yourself to get up. Okay? Force yourself to get up, even if it take you all day to do it. Get up, clean that house. Do all that. Just take it piece for piece. If you don't let the laundry stack up and stack up and stack up, that's okay. But what you're going to do is you're going to sit here and you're going to do it one for one. Okay? Because whenever you start looking back, you may look like, oh my gosh, I have 6 loads left. But if you look back, if you look back, you could also see, oh my gosh, I've done 3-4 loads, And don't just do them and put them to the side. Put them all the way up. I'm telling you. And listen to me. You get up, you clean that house. Clean up that house if it take you all day. Then, if you need to get up and do this the next day, if you don't have time that same day, swapping out your curtains. Excuse me, y'all. Swapping out them curtains and, swapping out your bedspread. maybe changing your throw, your pillows, anything. Moving furniture around. I'm telling y'all. Getting things to organize. You know, if you have no money to go do this stuff, I'm not telling you to go out there and whatever. I'm just telling you, you could do this stuff without having lots of money. Just move your furniture around. Y'all have this one Chanel picture. And I move this thing even till today. I will move it if I have no money to go get nothing. I will move this same thing, even this leopard rug that I had. I will move it to every room in the house. You hear me? And swap it up. And my friends think I'm crazy, and I don't care. Because you know what? Mentally, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like when I reorganize things, the things, even if it's things I already have, when I wake up, I feel like I'm in a new place, a new space. My mind is new. I'm a new person. Hey, who are you? You know? New number, who this, or whatever they say. So, try it out. Girl, if you're at home, I don't care if you have nothing to do. Getting up, doing your hair, even if that's just brushing it, putting your makeup on, or even just doing a facial wash with a good mask. All these things, y'all. Putting on cute loungewear. When I tell y'all, it will definitely change. It, like I said, don't nobody have to come over. Let this be your new routine. Because when you sitting around feeling good about yourself, you could become that happy person and that you're wanting to be. You know, sitting around and you look like garbage, smell like garbage, hair ain't been brushed and I don't know when. Guess what? You could not expect yourself to be anything other than depressed. Come on now. And you're anxious because you're sitting there, you got so much on your plate, and I get that. I'm a single mother of 2 beautiful girls, and I do it on my own. Y'all, I don't have help. I do not have help. But you know what? It does get a little overwhelming, but you got to take it time for time, day for day, hour for hour. You thinking way ahead at things. You sitting here stressing and then psych yourself out about something that ain't even happened. It's kind of like me, for example. Y'all, I'll be in a relationship. I'll be sitting here, going slap crazy about something that ain't even happened, that I've been dreamed about and woke up and thought that it done happened and it didn't. Or I'm assuming that they not going whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whenever that's not even what's going to happen. Like you're making yourself anxious with these thoughts in your mind. You got to cast them down immediately and be like, hey, devil, not today. Not today. No, not today. Not for me. Go try someone else. Not today. Goodbye and get behind thee. Not today. With your ugly ass. With your ugly self. Hell. All right, y'all, I got to get back in this house. But even through everything, just remember, you were created for more. Whatever you're feeling right now, if you're feeling low and down about yourself, remember, don't nothing last forever. I believe that's in Ecclesiastes. Nothing lasts forever. They say weeping is for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So pretty much nothing. It says a time to heal, a time to gather, a time to get rid of, all these things. The point is, nothing lasts forever. So this pain that you're feeling, this sorrow that you're feeling, this hurt, this anger, that's another thing. Forgiving people. Y'all, it will not last forever. And forgiving. Letting that, sometimes, a lot of times, we could want to, forgive somebody, but then we feel like they don't deserve it, but do we? It's things that we do that we don't really deserve, but yet we are forgiven. So the same way that we're forgiven, we should forgive others. Because you know what? I didn't come to learn to live like believing it. Let me tell you why. So sometimes we could sit here and we could say they don't deserve our forgiveness, and that's true. It's sometimes the things that people do, they could never. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter, because what really is stopping you from forgiving them? When it's only hurting you, it ain't hurting them. They out there living their life. You sitting there devastated, depressed, anxious every day. all these different things. And whole time it's because of this bitterness in your heart for somebody. And when you really sit and think about it, is an apology really going to help? Probably not. If it doesn't matter what they do. Sometimes somebody could do something so bad to you, it don't matter what they do as far as forgiveness. They still don't deserve it because of what they did. So you have to just, and it's never going to be good enough to cover up what they did. So you have to find in your heart to forgive and for yourself. Because like I said, it ain't hurting them, it's hurting you. It's hurting you, baby. And you know, another thing, it's a, when you do that, you reap coals on the enemy's head. And baby, I'm trying to reap coals. I'm trying to reap coals because you know what? It's eating you up inside. It is eating you up inside. And I know it is. I could tell. I could tell. Physically, think about it. Physically, they act like it ain't bothering them, but it is. It is. Because let me say that. Because you know what? Physically, they look a mess. Mentally, you could tell by the way their life is going. They are a complete mess. You hear me? Everything about them is a mess. They're all over the place. But you know what? Me, I'ma age well. I'ma look good. I'ma feel good, and I'ma live my life, and I'ma be happy because you know what? I'ma forgive. I ain't gonna forget. So like I said, it's for you, and not for them. Because believe me, believe you me, they gonna get what's theirs. They gonna get what's theirs. And also, don't. That's another thing. If you feel like you just steady, this is my last thing, I promise y'all. If you feel like you just steady, so don't give up on me now. If you feel like you are just steady doing the right thing, but nothing good is happening for you, it say do not get weary of good doing, because in due season you will get the blessing. And so, you know, always remember, God's ways are higher than our ways, and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. And ultimately, y'all, his timing is perfect. You know, we feel like we want it when we want it, but then when you look back and you be like, I wasn't ready for that. When you do get it, think about that. You look back and be like, yeah, I guess you know, I wasn't ready for that or whatever. I probably would have fumbled it. And I ain't trying to be like Trey Songz out here fumbling no hearts and all this and that. So anyway, I'm trying to be like Gucci. What does Gucci say, y'all? You get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. That's what I'm trying to do. So I will wait on God if that's what's gonna happen. So don't get weary, because in due season you will get your blessing. Okay, so anyways, I hope some of these things help y'all. And until next time, toodaloos, hasta la vista, and yeah, bye.